Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Thanks for kicking your week off with a Monday grind and tuning into the Unsigned Showcase. We got 6 bands to give a spin today, 6 dope ones as well. A bit of a mishmash of different stuff, not all grinding out, but you know what we're like on here, we do everything. We're going to kick off there with our friends Ancestral Sin. They got new stuff out. This one's called Next of Sin. Here we go. Great bass. Yeah. These guys are always solid every time they come through, and they come through nice and regularly as well, which is dope. We see these guys, you know, at least once a year, every year, which is what it should be for grind bands, I feel, man. You should be pumping the music out if you're into this kind of stuff. Really, really dope. The drummer in this band is so sick as well. And what I really loved about this one is, so it doesn't always happen, but this drummer had it. Once he's got going into the blast, his whole body's like jiggling along with the music. It looks really cool when they're doing it. Dope. This is a person I've been speaking to. Poorly crafted music videos. They've been making this channel. They just want to make music videos for bands that haven't got videos and that nobody's pretty much heard of. Just so that they've got some out there on the internet, and they just want to make a video for them, which is really cool. They do all sorts of music, but they got some nice ones on there for us in the Monday grind as well. This one's a band called Smearing, and the track's called Afterwork. Here we go. So, yeah, never heard of this band before, and I'm not sure if the band even knows that they've got a video on the internet, because this person just makes the videos for them, whatever. And yeah, that was really cool. What I was thinking as well is we do get a lot of all the different clips of old movies, especially the gory ones, you know, especially people getting their eyeballs poked out for some reason. But I have no idea what this one was. Devil Times 5, a music video inspired by the movie. So yeah, I've never seen that one, but it looked like another crazy one that you should see. This is a band called Damaged Over Time. They're Gored Out, and the influence, let me see, Gored Out of the influence of featuring Girl of Glass. Here we go. this one was really interesting.
No,
There's a new one as well.
Sorry, you lose.
I've seen that one. Yeah, this one was really interesting. I was thinking, is this an older track? Is it a newer track? It is a newer track, but it had the sound and elements of it, of older stuff in there. It was really strange. I couldn't quite put my finger on what I thought the genre was. Obviously, there's some beatdown elements and things and hardcore elements in there as well. But let's have a look, see what these guys say about it. Deathcore as well. Yeah, I was thinking deathcore, but I was thinking this isn't quite deathcore. It's not quite beatdown. It's not quite hardcore as well. But it's all of those things in parts. So yeah, interesting sound. I love the pang on the snare and the way that the snare worked and the drums worked in this one. It was really different and weird. Loads of bass drops, which is, again, something that made me think it might have been a bit of an older track, because that's just something you don't hear as often anymore. There was that time in the kind of 20-teens where every band was doing a bass drop because it just sounded heavy and blew out the speakers. But it did kind of go out of fashion, and you don't hear it as much anymore. So yeah, there was really kind of a bunch of different stuff going on in that track, which was interesting. This one hasn't loaded properly for some reason. This is Awfully Pretty, and the track is called For What? Nice heavy sound on this one, and a nice reverby atmosphericness to it as well. There you could hear. Dope. Yeah, great video as well. I love people just messing about with green screens. That's dope. We've not finished this one yet. Oh my god, it's my alarm going off. Thinking, what the hell was that noise? It was my alarm. Where have we got to now? This is a cool band, New Forms on Zegma Beach. The track's called Pull Me Out. Here we go. dope one. A great mix on this, and if you're looking at the stereo and stuff over there, which you hopefully are doing now and again, because it gives you information about what's going on in the music, you could really get some cool ideas of how to mix this kind of music and get this kind of sound. Really far panned guitars and a separate guitar riffage, tone, guitar, actual guitar, yeah, the P90 LP there and stuff as well. So different sounds, crunchy tones, not super thick distortion and stuff like that, but really far panned in each ear. And that left a massive space in the middle for that massive bass tone with the distortion on it, which gave it mids and a crunch and a thickness as well, and a loudness as well to the bass. And the bass was as much up front as the guitars. And because the guitars was panned so far to the side, the bass was really the up front of the center. And it's just a really cool way to mix music, because you got different stuff going on in each ear and kind of panned to each ear. So there's different things and different tones in each ear, but then that bass tone just drives straight through the middle, and because it had the distortion and the sound on it, fills out not just the low end, but also brings in a crunch and a thickness that you'd normally just get from guitars. So that you got that whole stereoscape filled out with different sounds in each ear, and then the bass kind of just a rock in the middle. Sounded really great, really nice way to mix music, and it just has a really big sound because there's loads of layers going on. Dope. Last band we're going to check out today is called THROATCUT, and these guys are blasphemous. Here we go. Bands are so friggin' heavy nowadays, it's crazy. And again, if you looked over at the stereo, you see every last inch of it was totally filled with a massive sound. The drums in this one was just crazy massive, some of the biggest sounding drums I've heard, absolutely massive. But everything today just sounds massive and heavy and loud and just fills out the stereo to the max. Love to hear it. Well, there's a whole bunch of different heavy kinds of bands that you can check out, from grinding stuff to kind of different beatdowny, deathcore edges in there as well, which was different. I enjoyed that though. A bunch of cool videos, and then just some super heavy stuff towards the end there. Yeah, loved it. Sorry. Just a different day on the channel, not just all grinding out, blasting out. Trying to get some different things on the channel that are still, super heavy, super loud, no cleans, no messing about, but aren't necessarily grindcore. See if we can kind of foster that kind of stuff over here as well, because we just want to get absolutely pummeled on a Monday by sound. That's pretty much it. Hope you have a good week this week, guys. We've got loads of videos lined up this week. We're totally full up. We've got one on Wednesday with our great friend Jake, who's been following the channel and was one of the first people that I ever reviewed on this channel. And I've been working with him and stuff over the years as well, which is dope. He's back with some really shredding out guitar. So if you love just absolutely crazy shred on the guitar, come back on Wednesday. And then on Friday, we got some super heavy down-tempo deathcore type stuff with our friends Nooses and Alex as well. And if you've been following the channel, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about there as well. So a nice week lined up for us. So stick around. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe and all that jazz, a like and all that jazz. But we'll see you when we see you next. Hope you have a good one, guys. Cheers. Bye.